Hey, Jeremy Osterberger here with BIC Magazine. We're at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum in Pasadena, Texas, hosted by the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region. I'm here with Steve Smith. Steve is Technical Advisory Committee Chairman for Houston Regional Monitoring. Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Steve, you just got off stage. For folks that don't know what Houston Regional Monitoring is, give us a quick overview.
Houston Regional Monitoring is a voluntary industry-funded organization. We operate a ambient air monitoring network in the Ship Channel area, operating about 10 monitoring sites,
Okay.
and we cooperate with TCEQ, City of Houston, and Harris County in that air monitoring effort.
Okay. So, Steve, on the one of your slides, you showed a little bit about air pollutants and talk about how they're measured locally compared to how TCEQ has measured that activity.
The air quality in Houston is measured at a number of monitoring sites. We measure for a number of criteria pollutants, and we measure for a number of organic pollutants. We do that, TCEQ does that, City of Houston, Harris County. Once a year, the toxicology division of TCEQ, they evaluate that data, and what they've seen is that for 7 years in a row, we've seen improvement in the air quality in Houston.
Right. So, Steve, you showed a graph, and it was really since 1999. Based on air monitoring data. What has been that trend in Houston? And talk about what are some of the things we've done to achieve that.
The trend has been for the criteria pollutant of concern, which is ozone, has been downward, and it has continued to be downward for the last 20 plus years. That happens because of the emission reductions that take place at the industrial facilities. It takes place because we're buying new cars. As the fleet turns over, cleaner cars, cleaner trucks. So the efforts at the Port of Houston to bring in cleaner trucks and electrifying their equipment, all of that plays into reducing emissions. And when you reduce the emissions, you reduce the amount of ozone, and therefore life gets better.
Right. And so, Steve, as we move forward, if you're a refinery, a petrochemical facility, what can those organizations expect here in the next 3 to 5 years?
What we see is that they are considering lowering the particulate matter standard, which will lead to some additional controls. We fully expect that in order to meet the 70 ppb ozone standard, that there will be some additional controls on combustion equipment. We expect that there will probably be some additional controls on those pieces of equipment that emit the volatile organic compounds.
Well, Steve, we thank you so much for being here and speaking at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum. And again, Steve Smith, Houston Regional Monitoring. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And for more videos, visit bicmagazine.com.